So you have to draw the nucleus first. This is the nucleus and K shell, and 2 comma 6 only, no, so only 2 shells, which represents the number of shells. And then you have to put the number of electrons. So let us fill the number of electrons. In the first shell 2 electrons, and the next shell 2 comma 6 only we saw, no, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Is it clear, children? And in the center you have to write number of protons and number of neutrons. Why? It is a nucleus. Nucleus will hold protons and neutrons only. So how many protons we are having? 8 protons. I cannot write here properly. Okay, so you have to write 8 protons in the center, followed by how many neutrons you are having. How will you find the neutrons? Mass number minus atomic number we calculated here. How many it is? Number of neutrons it is 8. So 8 neutrons. It should be written at the center. Shall we do it one more? Another atom shall we do? Okay, let us do it for carbon. So carbon, it is represented as carbon 612. That is, the atomic number is 6, the mass number is 12. So we are having the atomic number is 6, means how will you write the electronic configuration? In K shell you will put 2 electrons, and in the L shell you will put remaining 4. So 4 plus 2 will be 6. Let us draw the shell. So first you have to put the nucleus. First shell K shell, followed by another L shell. Let us fill the electrons now. K shell, how many electrons? 2. L shell, how many electrons? 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Is it clear? So in the center you have to write 6 proton and 6 neutron. Is it clear, children? Now shall we do one more, last one? Shall we do it for nitrogen? The nitrogen is represented as atomic number is 7, mass number is 14. Okay, so K shell will be having how many electrons? Maximum number how many can hold? 2. Okay, L shell will be having 7 minus 2 will be 5. So the electronic configuration is 2 comma 5. So let us draw the shells. So first you have to put the nucleus, first shell K shell and next shell L. Okay, let us fill the electrons inside them. 2 electrons and remaining 5 electrons, 4 and 5. Is it clear? So in the center you have to write 7 proton and 7 neutron. Is it clear, children? So this is how you have to draw the geometric structure of an what? An atom. So any electron if I give means I will give you the atomic number also. First you have to find out the electronic configuration, that is which is 2 comma. If it goes more than 2 shells means, if it is having 3 shells means, let us do that also. Let us do it for sodium. Okay, what is the atomic number of sodium, children? The atomic number of sodium is 11 because it is represented as Na1123. The mass number is 23. Okay, atomic number only, it is important for us. So K L M. So in the K shell it is going to have 2 electrons. Atomic number is 11. Remember, L shell maximum how many electrons it can hold? 8. So 8 plus 2, 10, remaining 1. Okay, so the electronic configuration is 2 comma 8 comma 1. So we have to draw the shells now. So nucleus, first shell, second shell, third shell. By writing the electronic configuration itself we can identify how many shells it is going to have. We can identify. After that let's start filling the electron. So in the first shell 2 comma 8 comma 1. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, last shell remaining 1 electron. So in the center how many you will write? 11 proton and 12 neutron. Okay, 11 proton. Why 11 proton? 11 electrons. And how many neutrons? 12 neutrons. How we are getting 12? Why it is differing here? How will you find out the number of neutrons? Mass number minus atomic number. Here the mass number is 23. Atomic number is 11. When you do, you will get 12 neutrons. Okay. Is it clear how to do? Whatever the atomic number if I give you, will you be able to do it? Okay. So, since these atoms are very small in nature, we cannot be expressing in grams. So we need to use another unit called atomic mass unit. So this new unit is represented by capital U. So size of the atom is always measured in nanometer. So even though atom is an invisible tiny particle, nowadays the technology has grown. We are having so many sophisticated instruments like scanning electron microscopy or tunneling electron microscopy, through which you can see an atom. We will study about that in higher class. Finally, we are having for today's class valence electrons and valency. So simply you just remember, don't get confused here. Valence electrons means electrons which is present in the outermost shell. You have to just count and say how many electrons that were present in the outermost shell of sodium? 1. So the valency of sodium is 1. Here how many electrons that were present in the outermost shell? Can you count it? 1, 2, 3, 4. The valency of carbon is 4. Here the oxygen, the valency of oxygen is 6. So number of electrons present in the outermost shell, we call it as valence electron. Is it clear? Is it clear, children? The elements with the same number of electrons in the valence shell show the similar properties. So there will be some group of elements whose valency will be 2. So they will be having similar kind of property. The another group of element they will be having valency as 4. They will show similar property. Is it clear? So elements, see the last point, element which have electrons 1 or 2 or 3 except hydrogen, they are metals. Okay. Elements with 4 to 7 electrons in their valence shell, they are non-metals. Now valency. So what is meant by valency? The combining capacity. What it is? It is the combining capacity with the other element. So if you take chlorine, the valence electron is 7. Always in the outermost shell, the number of electrons present should be 8. Yes or no? We saw or not in the rules? So how many electrons the chlorine will require in its outermost shell to complete its octet, which means 8. I said outermost shell it is having 7. So I need to add one more electron. Is it clear? Yes or no? So I need to add one more electron. So that one more electron will be donated by another element, that is hydrogen. That is how the bond is formed between hydrogen and chlorine. The combining capacity of an element, we call it as an valency. For oxygen, if you take, the number of electrons present in the outermost shell is 6. How many you have to add to become it 8? You need 2 more electrons. That 2 will be given by 2 hydrogen. So that is how the valency of here oxygen is 2. For nitrogen it is 3. For carbon it is 4. That too you have to remember. If the valence electrons are less than 4. Okay. If the valence electrons are less than 4, then the valency is equal to valence electron. For example, what is that? Okay. Lithium if you take lithium, the valency is 1. How it is 1? Because the atomic number is 3. Electronic configuration will be 2, 1. The outermost shell it is having only 1 electron. So I told you if it is less than 4, 1 is less than 4 or not? Yes. So if it is less than 4, valency is equal to valence electron. Yes or no? Are you clear? Valency is equal to valence electron. If it is greater than 4 means, like if you take carbon, greater than or equal to 4 means you have to take it, you have to minus from 8. Okay. If you take nitrogen. Nitrogen, if you take, means the atomic number is 7. In the first shell you will put 2 electrons. In the next shell you will put 5. 5 is greater than 4. So how will you find out the valency? 8 minus 5, which is 3. So the valency is 3. Can you say the valency for oxygen? Atomic number is 8. First shell 2, second shell 6. So 8 minus 6 will be 2. So I am asking valence electron means you have to say the electrons which is present in the outermost shell, which is valence electron. Valency means if it is less than or equal to 4, you have to say whatever it is present in the outermost shell. If it is greater than 4 or equal to 4 means you have to subtract from 8. Okay, that is what we call it as valency. Is it clear, children? So the valence element, if the valence electrons are 1, 2, 3, 4, then their valence electrons will be 1, 2, 3, 4 only. Valency with 5, 6, 7, 8 means the valence electrons will be 8 minus 5 will be 3, 8 minus 6 will be 2, 8 minus 7 will be 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4 means the valency and valence electrons are same. 5, 6, 7, 8 means it will be changing, which means 8 minus the respective number, you will get the valency. Let us see the summary. So we saw the Bohr's model of an atom and its limitations and discovery of neutrons by Chadwick, and we saw the atomic representation. A means mass number, Z means atomic number, and then we saw the electronic configuration and geometric representation. Practice everything, children, it is very important. And also we saw valence electrons and valency. Okay, in the next class let us continue with another topic. Practice well, write and see. Thank you, children.